So some of that fat then they so the one and the way is good for you. The one and the way they're not too good for you. The one and the way they will work for you. But when you hear say fat, way will work for you. No the fear. You know me say you no go chop any one of them. You go still chop them, but you go know how you go chop them. Good morning, beautiful people. This is Auntie Z coming to you live from Hamburg, Germany. I'm your chief cheerleader at Shape Up African, where I encourage you and me to live a healthy lifestyle from our African heritage foods. Today is day 13 of the Shape Up African weight loss program or health program. I like to call it a health program, and I'm super excited. Yesterday I took a rest because I developed a blister under my left leg 2 days ago. The thing was paining me go past, so I decided to chill. You know, you have to listen to your body. And so today I decided that by force by fire I must go and walk. I said, not today, devil, not today. You can't stop my plans. It's a lie. That's how the devil will get up to be giving me blisters and to think that I will stop. Even if I have to crawl on my legs and my hands, I will walk today by the grace of God, of course. All right, so we want to continue in our walk and talk nutrition. We've been talking for the past 12 days, and I've been giving you a lot of insight on macronutrients. We've talked about carbohydrates, proteins. Now we're finishing fats. And in the last video, I talked to you about fats, the types of fats and their functions. So today we want to just get into it a little bit more and look into fats, oga fat, the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Which fats are good for you, or let me say, which fats are better for you, which ones are better for consumption, regular consumption, and which ones are not so good, depending. We'll go into it in just a minute. So if you watched the previous videos, you should know that their fats are divided into saturated and unsaturated fats. If you haven't done so, click the link above here, above right, top right, click that link and watch that video, because you need to know what these fats are. It's very important. And then as you do so, make sure you also subscribe to my channel, Shape Up African TV, because we're going to be doing this for quite a while. Anyways, we have the saturated and the unsaturated fats, and under the unsaturated fats we have the mono and the poly unsaturated fats. So which fats are good? Now saturated fat better or now unsaturated fat better for you? That's what we want to talk about today in this video. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be dividing it into 3 categories, talking about the fats, talking about the sources, which I've already done in previous videos, and then talk about the function of that fat and if it's good for you or not. The first one is unsaturated fats. That's the good, according to research, of course. Saturated fats are great for you. The main sources we saw in the other videos, that are from plant sources. Think about avocados, think about nuts, all the nuts you can think of, nuts and seeds, you know, peanuts, almonds, cashew nuts, tiger nuts. Think about seeds like egusi, melon seeds, think about mango seeds, all of those. You get great unsaturated fats from these sources, and these are the fats that you should be consuming more. These are the ones that you should choose over other fat sources. And also, you also get fat from oils like canola oil, extra virgin olive oil, sesame oil. These are oils that are also great sources of unsaturated fatty acids. So good. Did I forget to mention that you also get great unsaturated fat from fish, fatty fish like salmon, like trout, like herring, like sardines, like tuna. You can also get from catfish. In fact, all of those fatty fishes which have great sources of fatty acids, that some of which the body cannot even make by themselves. Okay, so you get omega-3s and omega-6 from fatty fish. Very important. So if you are to choose and eat fats, you want to make sure that you are choosing from these sources, plant sources. Basically, these are the best sources. That's the good. These are the ones that you should love. Make sure say you chop plenty fish. I know say some of you would like to chop chicken, would chop meat. It did say every day, especially those of us who have come this way to Wyman Oyibo land. One don't come for Obodo Oyibo, now you get small purchasing power for buy meat where you know if you buy for Cameroon or for Nigeria. Now when you go now every day, you want cook 1 pot stew, you put 2 chicken. You want cook 1 pot eforiro, you put 2 kilo meat because you can afford it. Don't do that. It's not so good for our health. Myself, I be guilty for that one. I cannot lie, I be guilty. But I don't learn for change my style. I don't learn say chop. No, go take them, it go fix my heart. So please, the good fats, the one you should love from plant sources, avocados, nuts, seeds, fish, and the oils that I have mentioned, the olive oil, the avocado oil, the sesame oil, the canola oil. Very important. Now, number 2, let us talk about the ugly. And when I say ugly, I'm putting ugly in inverted commas, open and close. Ugly no mean say it will war. It means say these are the ones that you should limit. Limit it. If you want to, you can eat it, because anything that God created, it is meant for eating. Now, I want to say make you think about the fats that you can limit, like the ones that you can eat, but you go chop on Sunday, no chop on another week. Chop on another week, no chop on another week. Let's call it special occasion fats that you can consume. And these ones are coming from saturated. These are saturated fats, and the sources are more from animal sources. Okay, animal sources. So number 2, saturated fats. These are the ugly in inverted commas, open and close, meaning that these are the ones that you should limit. Ugly is equal to limit it. Eat it from time to time. Limit it. Don't eat it always, like the other ones we just mentioned. And you will get them from animal sources, mostly beef, pork, dark meat and stuff like that. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything. And also, you're also going to get them from tropical oils like coconut oil and palm fruit oil. Now, don't be afraid. No fear. You know, hold yourself. Hold your heart, because I know some of you are already crying. Your head palm oil, red oil like this. You don't cry, say, hey, it means to make another chop red oil again. Hold yourself. Hold yourself. Our fathers have been eating that one since long time. It is true that red palm oil is made up of 50% saturated fats. But then I'm going to make a special video telling you about the health benefits of palm oil when consumed in moderation. Otherwise, that one no fit enter this video all. So we'll go break and down, because that's a particular oil and particular topic that's very dear to my heart. There's no way I'm giving up my palm oil. You understand? And we have to talk about why. Make it not be so we're not just the chop, or we just continue to chop, although we know say it bad, or they don't tell we say it bad. That was based on research of 20 years ago. Recent research don't show different things. Now we will talk about them in subsequent videos. Okay, so no fear, hold your heart. It's okay. So the ugly, which is equal to the fats you should limit, are the saturated fats. Yeah, saturated fats. We have talked about what saturated fats and why they are called saturated fats. The reason why they're asking you to limit saturated fats be because saturated fats have the tendency to increase the levels of bad cholesterol. Do you understand? When you hear cholesterol, now equal to fat. Now another name that. This is why man people, they like to carry big names and be giving things that are not that serious. Saturated fats, as we have mentioned, which are coming from animal sources, have the tendency to increase bad cholesterol. They also have the tendency to increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. We don't want that. We don't want to be eating too much of those things. Too much of butter, those are the sources. Too much of cheese, and also too much of beef and pork and all of those animal products are good, but not too much of it. Meanwhile, the unsaturated fats, which I mentioned before, they are very good. The reason why they're asking us to consume a lot of it is because they have the tendency to lower bad cholesterol levels. That means they have the tendency to lower bad fat levels in the body. We are going to talk about cholesterol also in subsequent videos so that you know exactly what I mean when I say bad cholesterol. So, whereas saturated fats have the tendency to increase bad cholesterol. And then unsaturated fats, the good ones, also have the tendency to keep your heart in good health. Those are what they call the heart healthy fats. You always read about it when you hear about unsaturated fats, the plant sources. You hear that these are heart healthy fats because they do you good for your heart. It's good for your heart. And also, they can even help you reduce the risk of obesity. Whereas saturated fats are going to instead help you to increase your risk of obesity, and that's if you're over-exaggerating in its consumption. So pay attention. It doesn't mean you should not eat saturated fats. So it means you shouldn't overdo it. Don't come and be mama overdo. Don't do it. Let us look at the third type of fats. We have looked at the good. We have looked at the bad. That means the good, the ones we should love. The bad, the ones we should
1 kilometer completed.
Limit. And now I want to look at the ugly
Average
ones.
pace 12
the
minutes,
ugly
10
ones
seconds
just
per
lose
kilometer.
Lose it from your diet.
Duration 12
If
minutes,
possible,
10 seconds.
avoid it completely.
Estimated
This
total
one
time,
special,
1 hour
special
37 minutes,
occasion
20
fats.
seconds.
And these are the trans fats and the trans fatty acids and the hydrogenated oils. We are going to also look at what trans fats are and hydrogenated oils are in another video. If not, this video will be too long. So keep watching. Make sure you subscribe so that you get all of that information firsthand when I post it. So in short, what you need to know is that hydrogenated oils and trans fats come from all of these baked goods, fried foods, fast foods, yeah, let me not call their names. You know, fast foods, things that we bake and stuff like that. Convenient foods and stuff like that. Most of them have these hydrogenated oils and trans fats. And these are really, really the leading cause of heart disease, of high cholesterol, of obesity, and all of that. So it is recommended that you should lose it from your diet. Eat it once in a while. Once in a while. Look at something like what's that? What do they call it? There's one bread that I used to eat like that here. They sell it here. A croissant. I used to love it. It is so light. It is like paper. You can eat 7. You will not hear word. You will not know where it has gone to. This one croissant, small like that, light. But the kind of fat that it contains, one will contain like 26 grams of fat. And it's not any kind of fat. It's not the good fat. It's not the bad. It's the ugly. So imagine, by the time you're finished number 7, you are doing your heart too much bad. Too much bad. We need to love ourselves enough to give it what it needs to feed and to nourish. Do you understand? Very important. So you can eat your cake once in a while when you get birthday. You can eat your cake or go outside to eat some fried foods or fast foods, potato chips and French fries and stuff once in a while. And also, if you're somebody who is not even active, I beg Obiko, don't be eating those things. It will do you too much bad because you are not even able to burn it at all. So let us now look. I was saying that I'm going to tell you how much of these fats are good for you. The general recommendation is that you need 40 to 70 grams of fat daily in your diet. Now, it's 40 to 70 grams of the good ones, so more of the good ones than the bad. Of course, it can be a mixture, but in general, it's more of the good ones, 40 to 70 grams. And this depends on your age, your BMI. It depends on your fitness goals. If you want to lose fat, you know what you are going to do now. You will not be eating a lot of that. If you want to lose fat, or if you want to gain muscle, you want to maintain your weight, all of that is different. And also, it depends on the diet that you have chosen for yourself. If you know about the keto diet, you're going to know that the keto diet is based off of high fat and almost close to 0 carbohydrates. So the key is to find out what is the diet, or what is the thing that is pleasing to you. What do you like? If you are going in for the keto diet for a period of time, then obviously you're going to be eating high fat, low carbohydrates, you know. But for me, I advise to eat every food from every food group in a healthy amount, in a balanced amount, in a nutritious way, because your body needs all of these nutrients. You know, if you want a sustainable weight loss, you need to consume all of these nutrients and not just a high amount of one of the nutrients. Of course, those who are doing keto will lose weight, that's true, because when there are no carbohydrates in the body will use fats for fuel and burn fats. It is true, proven scientifically. I'm not arguing about that. But then if you're somebody like me who loves all the food groups like potatoes, sweet potatoes, plantains, all of that, it is very wise, if you are going to be eating fat, not to overdo it, not to overdo the bad and the ugly fats. You know, you should balance of healthy fats, lean proteins, and complex carbohydrates. Very, very important and necessary for you. All right, guys, that's about it for this video. I hope you loved it. And if you have not subscribed already, go ahead, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified each time I post a video. That's VIP treatment, isn't it? And for you who do not know, I have a Patreon page where you can patronize Auntie Z. If you feel that what I'm doing here is of value, you can go to patreon.com/shapeofafrican and patronize me even with $1 to show me support that, oh, you're loving this content that I produce and you're loving the time and energy that I'm putting into doing these videos and editing and all of that, and I'll really, really be grateful for your help. Guys, see you in the next one. Bye.